What's up, everybody? Freebooter here, and this is what I sold on eBay over the last 4 days. I ship every 2 or 3 days, so I'm only shipping out like 2 or 3 times a week. And I do this just because I got sick of shipping every day. So let's go over the trolls first. We are shipping a bunch of trolls tomorrow. It's actually Sunday right now. So first we got this tiny little troll here. You can see it's kind of in rough shape, like the hair's coming out. They probably bought this so that they can replace the hair. Now the back of this says SHE 1964. Now these pencil toppers that say SHE are actually by Scandia House, and these are the old ones. A lot of the newer ones, like from Russ and stuff, they made some pencil toppers, but they're not really that sought after. These go for $20 to $30. Since it's in a little bit rough condition, I put it up for $20, and it sold really quickly. Actually, it sold in about 5 minutes, something like that. So yeah, 20 bucks. You can pick these things up for like a quarter or 50 cents. And continuing with the trolls, we got another little. This is a C64. Another thing you can keep your eye open for on trolls. If it says C64 on the back, this is a damn troll, DAM troll. And it's got super long, cool purple hair. It's got glass eyes. All 3 of those things to keep an eye out for. The hair is coming out. So, I mean, it's not in perfect condition or anything like that. But this went for $30, free shipping, pretty quickly, within the day after I listed it. And we got another cool troll here. Adopt an Orphan, still in the bag, with the tag attached. And it's still got its hat with the cardboard attached to it. This is Styles 605. This is a graduate, green hair boy. I was hoping to get about 50 bucks for this, but it didn't sell until I marked it down to $42. And it took about 3 weeks to sell. Actually, you know what? No, this I actually relisted, so this took about a month to sell. And we have some more trolls. We got troll earrings. These are rust troll earrings. Usually I don't mess with rust trolls that much. I like the damn trolls and the other trolls. There's a ton of troll companies out there. You just gotta learn which ones to keep an eye open for. There is rust trolls out there that are worth messing with. But you gotta know what to look for. So yeah, those earrings sold for $15, free shipping. And that's another thing, you can pick those up for like $1.50. Alright, so that's it for the trolls. Next we got a couple of knives, a couple pocket knives here. First, we got this vintage bone. And hey, keep your eye open for pocket knives. Pocket knives, people sell these things really cheap. And sometimes they're worth money, even if they're in rough shape. So, that, see, you can see the bone is cracked on this and stuff. This is made by Camillus in New York. I believe this is probably a 60s knife. It's made in the USA. So, if you see a knife that's made in the USA or a knife that's made in Italy, you gotta learn the places to look out for that these knives are gonna be worth money. This only sold for 20 bucks, but pocket knives you can pick up for really cheap a lot of the time. There's people that'll have like a bag of knives or like a little box of knives or something like that, and they're selling it for cheap. And just learn what brands and so forth to keep an eye open for. This sold for 20 bucks pretty quickly. And then we got this. This is really cool. I picked up a lot of old switchblades or assisted knives, and the old vintage ones can go for a lot of money. This one is broken, or I shouldn't say broken. It doesn't work perfectly anymore, so I guess that does mean it's broken. But see how the knife doesn't go in? So how these work is, it's supposed to stand like that, and then you press this button, and boom, it opens by itself. So it's a spring-assisted knife. Very similar to the... Actually, it's almost exactly the same as the old Italian ones. But even though this is broken, it sold for $42. And again, you might be able to find these for $1 or $2 when you're shopping at a yard sale or something. Ask them if they have any old pocket knives. Yeah, $42, even though it doesn't work properly. I actually got 2 of these in the lot of old spring-assisted knives. And the other one that worked perfectly... Oh, I should say something. This is actually... see how it's orange? And this is actually... This is made by Camillus in New York. This is actually a parachuter's knife. So... yeah, the other one I had that was that worked perfectly, pretty much. Sold for, I think it was either $80 or $90. I don't remember exactly. Great find. Only paid a couple bucks for that. Next, we got some really cool pewter miniatures here. These are from the 70s. And we got the number 1614 Klingon crew here in this bag. And then we got the Andorians 1619. So these are both made by Heritage Miniatures, which is a really rare brand. They only made stuff for a few years. It was like I think it was like 1977 to 1979 or something like that. And they made a bunch of miniatures for RPGs, and they did some Star Wars, or not Star Wars, but they did some Star Trek stuff. They did some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You know what, I have a few more of these, and I have some really rare ones that I picked up. I paid 20 bucks for a lot of these. And I sold, this is the fourth set. I've sold 4 little sets of these so far. And each one sold for over $30. So I think the same guy bought these 2, and then the same guy bought the other 2. And I made $70 off, a little over $70 off these 2 lots, and then a little over $70 off the other 2 lots. So great profit. And I'm keeping some of them because I have these, I got some, I actually got some out of the lot that were not supposed to be released. So I'm keeping those ones just because they're awesome. Next, we got a lot of PS1 and PS2 games, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 discs. Now, I actually pulled these out of the garbage out here at the flea market. Somebody just threw out a bunch of PlayStation 1 and 2 games. And I have a PS2 and a PS3. I actually have like all the video game systems set up to test games before I sell them. And I tested these all. They all work. There was like 15 games that actually didn't work. I pulled, there was other games too. There was like Wii games and all sorts of stuff. Just all disc only. There was no boxes for them. But this sold for these free games. 37 PS1 and PS2 games sold for $60. So that was an awesome find. Next, this is really cool. This is something you might want to keep your eye open for, actually. Now, I've talked about these in the past, but this right here is something you can really, really look for in VHS or Betamax or anything, any stuff that's recorded off of old TV is old cartoons. So, let's see. This tape has La Passant. It has Snorks, Adventures of the Gummy Bears, and Smurfs on it. And these people recorded all this stuff off of TV. It still has the commercials. So there's a lot of rare commercials people are looking for. You know, there's like He-Man commercials, Transformers commercials, GoBots commercials, Strawberry Shortcake commercials, all these really cool old commercials people like to watch. That a lot of this stuff you can't even find on YouTube. A lot of it just disappeared. So let's see. This one has Pound Puppies, Star Fairies. This Star Fairies cartoon is actually super rare. I don't even think that they made it. I don't even think you can find that on DVD. This actually has Playboy on it. So they actually have a mix of Playboy and cartoons. Berenstein Bears, Wuzzles, Chocolate Fever, Lady Killers, Ewoks and Droids Adventures, Snorks, Adventures of the Gummy Bears, and Smurfs. And all of these have tons of commercials on them. Ewoks and Droids Adventure, Strawberry Shortcake, Housewarming Surprise, Muppet Babies, Ewoks and Droids Adventure. Now these are all late 80s, probably around 86, 87, something like that. The World of Teddy Ruxpin, Berenstein Bears, Wuzzles, and old cartoons. So the lot of 10 tapes went for $100. I put it up for $120, and it didn't sell for a few days, so I marked it down to $99, $97, free shipping. And these are going to ship. These are going to ship media mail, so it's only going to cost me maybe $4.50 to ship these things. And you can pick these things up. If you see these at a flea market, people literally give you this kind of stuff. So if you ever see stuff marked with old cartoons, get that thing, get a cheap VHS player, see if it still works, and see if the commercials are in there, and you can make some quick money. You can make a surprising amount of money on this stuff. I actually picked these up in a lot of Betamax tapes. I picked up a ton of them for next to nothing. Next, we got a Tales from the Crypt figure. The box is all messed up. I picked this up at Goodwill for $6. I put it up for $65, free shipping, and it sold within about 3 days. And this is the Crypt Keeper. Let's see here.
All dressed up with no place to go.
And I put a couple double A's in him, and he works great.
Ready for your bedtime story, kiddies? Let the cool times roll.
Love that guy. Keep your eye open for horror stuff. Horror stuff. There is horror fanatics out there who pay ridiculous prices for stuff. Like old VHS tapes, action figures, anything that's bloody and gory. Okay, next, I actually sold this big old thing of Bionicles. Also, I think this is about 9 pounds of Bionicles. I am always excited when I see Bionicles. Oh, you know what? What is this? There's a Connect in here. Oh man, I hope you're not pissed about that. That thing looks like a Bionicle though. I paid $15 for this lot. There was a bunch of Connects in here that I had to sort through. There's a ton of masks and stuff. I paid 15 bucks for this, and I sold it for $98. Bionicles are awesome. They always do really well. So there's also one other thing that I sold is a box of Betamax tapes, and I got $100 free shipping on that, and that's probably going to cost me about 20 bucks, but I got that out of that same lot. I've just been making a ton of money on that. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Freebooter out. Peace.